Putin's biggest loss, for key senior generals killed by Ukrainian military. Russian state media have confirmed the death of one of Moscow's top generals during heavy fighting in Ukraine's eastern Donbas region. Maj Gen Roman Kutuzov was killed leading an assault on a Ukrainian settlement in the region, a reporter with the state-owned Rossiya once said. Alexander Sladkov said Gen Kutuzov had been commanding troops from the self-declared Donetsk People's Republic. Russia's defense ministry has not commented on the reports. The general had led soldiers into attack, as if there are not enough colonels, Mr. Sladkov wrote on the Telegram social media app. On the other hand, Roman was the same commander as everyone else, albeit a higher rank. Ukraine's military also confirmed the killing of Gen Kutuzov, without offering further details about the circumstances. His death comes as rumors circulated on social media that a second senior officer, Lieutenant Gen Roman Berdnikov, commander of the 29th Army, was also killed in fighting over the weekend. The BBC cannot independently verify the claims. Russian commanders have been increasingly forced to the front in an attempt to drive forward the invasion, and Moscow has confirmed the deaths of 4 senior generals. Kiev claims to have killed 12 generals, and Western intelligence officials say at least 7 senior commanders have been killed. But there has been confusion over reports of the deaths of several other Russian officers. 3 generals that Ukrainian forces claim to have killed have subsequently been reported to be alive. In March, Ukrainian forces said Maj Gen Vitaly Gerasimov had been killed outside the country's second city of Kharkiv. However, on May 23, Russian state media said he had been awarded a state honor and dismissed reports of his death. Another commander, Maj Gen Migom Tushev, also appeared to be still alive and periodically appears in videos posted to social media. And on March 18, Kiev alleged that Lieutenant Gen Andrei Mordvichev had been killed in an airstrike in the Kherson region. However, he later appeared in a video meeting with Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov, and on May 30 BBC Russia confirmed that he was still alive. The deaths of generals are rarely officially acknowledged in Russia. In the case of Maj Gen Vladimir Frolov, no information about his death had appeared in state media prior to his funeral in St. Petersburg in April. Russia lists military deaths as state secrets even in times of peace, and has not updated its official casualty figures in Ukraine since March 25, when it said that 1,351 Russian soldiers had been killed since President Vladimir Putin launched his invasion of Ukraine on February 24. In March, an official within President Volodymyr Zelensky's inner circle told the Wall Street Journal that a team of Ukrainian military intelligence officers had been tasked with locating and targeting Russia's officer class. They look for high-profile generals, pilots, artillery commanders, the official said. They added that the officers were then targeted either with sniper fire or artillery. Last month, the New York Times reported that the U.S. has provided intelligence to Ukraine, allowing them to target a number of the generals who have been killed in action. Russia's lost generals. Lieutenant Gen Yakov Ryazantsev was reportedly killed by a Ukrainian strike on the Chornobayevka airbase near the city of Kherson. He was promoted to lieutenant general last year, and was commander of the 49th Combined Army of Russia's southern military district. He is said to have taken part in Russia's military operation in Syria. Maj Gen Oleg Mityov reportedly died somewhere near the city of Mariupol, a city in southeast Ukraine which was the scene of a protracted Russian siege. The nationalist Azov regiment claimed to have killed him. He was a commander of the Russian Army's 150th Motorized Rifle Division, a relatively new unit formed in 2016, and based in the Rostov region close to the Ukrainian border. Ukraine claims that the unit was created in order to take part in the conflict in separatist-controlled areas of eastern Ukraine, although Russia denies that its military was involved in fighting there. Maj Gen Andrei Kolesnikov of the 29th Combined Army was killed in fighting on March 11, according to official Ukrainian sources. The circumstances of his death were not given. After Kolesnikov became the 3rd Russian general reportedly killed in Ukraine, one Western official told the press association that the Russian army may be suffering from low morale, which is why high-ranking military officers are moving closer to the front line. Maj Gen Andrei Sukhovetsky, a deputy commander at the same unit as Gerasimov, was reportedly killed by a sniper on March 3. Like Gerasimov, Sukhovetsky was part of Russia's military operations in Crimea and in Syria. Unlike the other generals, Sukovetsky's death was reported in the Russian media, and Russian President Vladimir Putin confirmed in a speech that a general had died in Ukraine. Ukraine war, Putin warns over Western long-range weapons. Russia will expand the list of targets it will attack in Ukraine if Western countries send long-range weapons to Kyiv, President Vladimir Putin says. The warning came as explosions shook parts of Kyiv on Sunday in the first airstrikes on the capital for weeks. Russia says it hit tanks supplied by European countries. Ukraine says it was a railway repair plant. In another development, a Russian general was killed in fighting in the Donbass region. Russia refocused its military efforts on the Donbass at the end of March after pulling back from the Kyiv region. As Russia makes slow but steady progress on the ground there, hundreds of kilometers to the east, several countries have pledged to send advanced weapons to Kyiv. Most recently, the U.S. announced it was sending the M142 high-mobility artillery rocket system, HIMARS, which fires precision-guided rockets that can hit targets up to 70 kilometers, 45 miles away, far further than the artillery Ukraine currently possesses.
Perang Rusia-Ukraina telah lebih daripada 3 bulan, dan terus masih terjadi pertempuran di mana-mana. Yang terbaru dilaporkan, salah satu jenderal tinggi Rusia kembali tumbang di medan perang. Dalam pertempuran Ukraina-Rusia ini, banyak jenderal-jenderal Rusia yang telah menjadi korban. Beberapa sumber menyebutkan ada 7 jenderal Rusia yang menjadi korban. Sumber yang telah dikonfirmasi maupun sumber yang bersumber dari Rusia sendiri secara resmi dinyatakan adalah 4 jenderal. Namun di sini kita akan melihat adalah susunan jenderal yang telah tewas di Ukraina, yaitu 1. Yakov Rezantsev. Letnan Jenderal Yakov dilaporkan tewas akibat serangan Ukraina di pangkalan udara Kornobaivka dekat kota Kherson. Pangkatnya dinaikkan menjadi letjen tahun lalu dan pernah menjabat sebagai komandan pasukan ke-49 di daerah selatan Rusia. Dia disebut-sebut pernah berperang dalam operasi militer Rusia di Suriah. Yang kedua yaitu Oleg Mityaev. Mayor Jenderal Mejen Oleg Mityaev dilaporkan tewas dekat Mariupol, kota di sebelah tenggara Ukraina yang bertahan dalam kepungan Rusia. Resimen Azov Ukraina disebut sebagai pihak yang membunuhnya. Mityaev adalah komandan divisi senapan mesin ke-150